I think that they will encourage the injection of new blood, but you cannot also totally do away with the experience.
That's na me fa kunya so enchia etifo nyina o muti Ekosiisen
Asempa FM
na e be do mo so as because Asempa Asempa nyina so etifo and me gigi so fa Ghana fa na nyina obi a radio eda a witi na adwuma pa maye da be premisa amrenti me sama munyo munne adwuma fo mpenifo nyina.
I have to say something about Asempa and Ekosiisen. So we're all worried about what's going to happen to Ekosiisen. Look at what Obi has done with it. I listen to Ekosiisen all the time. I mean, I have to admit, sometimes I listen and I get some ideas for the program because they come before us. So yeah, so like tonight we're going to use some of their content. So I have to have that. Obi, I've never told you this before, but I think you've done a fantastic job.
Freshest burger in town. Tell me what's your problem next to say?
Obi. Adam, the vice selection I can't eat. You have a 2 weeks now. But also my effect. Obi, the says I will fancy.
Sir, hey, I was here for
Miss Nico Convention, Apostolic Convention. So, why are you Pentecost? Apostolic Convention of Baltimore. The Apostolic Forward the Law. Okay. Mrs. Ketchin, Moni, Cromwell, and Obi, and I was not Obi, and I feel clubs of Obi, and I'm the master. I mean, Facebook into Pebisano. They love you too much. But why are they? Price in the cost. It's a phone now. Over woman who said, Obama, now Tumpon.
Could you watch a quaban upon to say,
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Oba de other room. Who watch a papa. And I'm the same second, but the Arab is okay. The Minyard is obedient, body, your man, tiny. He's a fine gentleman. Yeah. The children policy. So they are do. They are chairbush phone, my wabu try tea war. But we shall feel good allow. I love you too much. You see, I think you are doing a great job. Obi.
Asempa FM.
It's all to us with the way.
Amen.
Now, you must say now your encouragement. So there is a bright future ahead of you. Keep it up. Ask intelligent questions. That be a mechanic. I told you now, me tifie na fe u bisa na fe u nipa na answers na. E wo mu ana dey abewu me say you arrest my case. Why are there?
Ekosiisen.
Asabi nyina no.
Ekosiisen. Dey kan nyina me say Ekosiisen. Ghana for the ni hu na na may nyina no Ekosiisen. I think say nkofo a omutina se mu program. That inspiration omunya no.
Asempa FM.
I think that we have to understand the word Ekosiisen. And Ekosiisen. Yeah, that can why the na bonte wo a wote konso na chi dia ATM me America sa aban penimfo ina Ekosiisen ye wiwie ni na ekowiwie e wa bobo ano and is a man na yeso man na yechire na yechire o man na nyamunyoku na yechire ene Ekosiisen.
But today I reflected in GDP, and it is clear. The devil is in the detail.
It's in the detail.
We are detailed analysis. You can clearly see where the growth came from and its effect on employment.
It's always a pleasure talking to you. Yeah, that's a part area.
Now, Thursday, I said them.
Maybe I'm a first day.
So now I'm paying because
John Boedu and Yatin and Kano.
Say, about Papa or one, you may be that day. So, this will say, or any Papa, I then about one promotion, say, only my face you all have this year. I don't know about that.
But it is here, Mr. You the whole way. Or here for portrait.
Or another room next to the area here. Or more beside the train and nothing.
But on any lawyer and the one that's on Unqua.
But I don't remember my college, my friend. You a dance for a moon or the two.
I'm only saying, Coffee. They will turn against them. Constituency for you now.
Because we program Omumfa in the agro and they listen to it a lot. And
also you are doing very well. And let me use this opportunity to congratulate you. More platform program award. It's a great award. More you are there, and you are doing so well. People will criticize you, but that is the only that is the success. Some of them, it helps you to listen and then do more. That's why you are winning the honors. That's why you are winning the honors, and keep it up.
Thank you, Obi. Bibi aboko there. Aboko. I was there. Ekoyi. Good. I've incommoded me who na ache. You know, yes. Sometimes it's not easy to find me. Yeah, it's good to be here. We started years ago now. So I think you two have come now. You are doing a great job. We will continue to support for as long as it's possible.
Asempa FM.
Your Excellency, Akwaba na Otten.
Obi, Yamina Dumiahui.
Bibi
aboko me chete fupa na mabahal me hude zama sasa wa brabo osande obi na minyim no sekedi takra this year oye nationally the level baby that's great. It's great. It's good to see you. Abrabo and the man not see. You see, that has always been my philosophy. We hasn't today happen, as the trees grow, others come up. It's painful work. I also say that's it. On the number, Abraboy, the number man so it's really a pleasure to be before you at Asempa. And this is the first time Samara me play Asempa FM. Oh yes.
Okay. Yo, Prof, where the medase?
Yo, you know what for postpone no na enche ho de magina ba bia bi men some kakra no so here am nkofi. Mate.
Medase pa. Asempa FM, yes.
Na Asempa for am am kanya me some kase. Asempa de gospel, di am kan Yesu Kristo wa asem.
Ye ka papa. Okay, ya na weti ye ka pa. Nyami sha onso. Oh, nice. Medase. Professor Stephen Ade and Yatene Kano, Professor Stephen Kweku Asare. That's pa nyami sha obi me that's pa also nyami insha na twaso na Ekosiisen no mani nye kese next year ba no na office no aye kese pa amen okay all right and Professor Stephen Kweku Asare ono a legal practitioner KPMG professor of accounting University of Florida and Motene in Kano.
Medase nidi kan no mame enchia wetiefo bi na obi mezozo memo mabaso se ono production team emese brano Ghana for betting aye koso e wo wiase ne oman mu a egise Ekosiisen. Yes. Na akoye Ekosiisen sunsu idie na
Asempa FM
ehina ne mana kosi
Asempa FM
Ekosiisen medase
Bravo akwaba na apomu
Inyojugba bonto yote
inyojugba
bomode
inyojugba
moye pa
hot ye mi wa denche
hot ye mi ona bai ngoke waye yo obi me da se answer na make us I think say was me bo abasopa. I've admired you from afar during the days in Takrady when we were in opposition and I think consistently you have proved to be a good substitute for our late brother. And let me say that you've been phenomenal. I mean, so brilliant. And your presentation, the construction, I mean, the thoughts, the question lines. And sense I will see a dear Jumano.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
But Koso and serve the people of this country with all humility and a good heart. And I believe that the sky will all be the limit for you.
Medase pa.
When me share momna me wo fie nyina na mitie ujumedi a wodi na mitie nti my used to. Okay. Yeah, your line of questioning Send us 100 program. I think say let me flow together.
Medase. We wish you well. Thank you so much for.
Thank you too. Thank you too. Nyamisha, you are also doing very well. We are also very, very proud of you. Very intelligent journalist. But one-on-one with Obi, as I said, we prepare. So he knows how to pass all kinds of corners to get what he wants. And so we're proud of you.
Sorry with us. The Honorable Samuel Okudjeto Blakwa and Moten and Kano.
Now what you makasa sa me ba sha se wa dan network sa but network mu ya Santwa ya Asempa FM
Asempa FM
network mu Asante ni Ekosiisen network mu ya bonwa Ekosiisen ena network ya ye kan wasem emu na yiri Ekosiisen ena network mu ochinyene Ekosiisen ena network mu gamanche Ekosiisen ena network mu awula efi wo Ekosiisen na network mu tobi Ekosiisen timaka ha wie dia na watwi dia bembra ko na bo nanyo wose mewie magruzo
Samuel Oku
medasi obi
Radio program of the year. Ekosiisen. Are you ready? CMG Radio program of the year. Ekosiisen on Asempa 94.7. Ekosiisen on Asempa FM 94.7.
Martin Luther King Jr. once said, anyone who is not committed to something is not fit to live. Anyone who is not committed to something is not fit to live. It is always easier to sit on the fence and talk and criticize. And these days there is social media and people will just turn to social media, they are just sitting there, they won't work, fix their country, fix their church, fix their family. The only thing they will not fix is their mouth. I'll tell you something, seriously, I'll tell you this. There are different ways of organizing a country. One is a socialist system, and the other one is another capitalist system. In a socialist system, they give almost all the authority to government, and so government alone must fix it. In a capitalist system, every individual has his own authority and power to do their thing. In a third world like Africa, in all the African countries, the best bet for us is to have a hybrid. A bit of this and a bit of that. So, no government can fix the country alone. It will not happen. People must get up and work and stop being lazy and work. On the other hand, governments cannot just sit there and take our money and chop the money. They must use the money to fix the country better. We need a hybrid. We need a hybrid. We need both. But one thing I don't want to happen is for young men and women in this country, and you can kill me for this, for young men and women in this country to sit there thinking that some government be or baby, some party be or baby, they can come and fix anything. It is not true. It is a lie. We must fix wherever we are. We must fix our environment. Get job doing. Do something. And yet, having said that, on the other hand, if you are taking the pest of the whole country, if you are taking our income tax, use it to make the country better. We need both. We need people who fix their mouths and their hearts, people who fix their attitudes, and we need governments too that will help fix the country. And when the two come together, Ghana will become a better place. And I pray that it shall be so. And somebody must blow the whistle and say, yes, it's some. Too many complaints will make you sick, but a life full of gratitude will make you live longer.
Asempa FM 94.7. All talk, all day.
Okay.
I'm the Inimedadado.
Yes.
And I believe in making the law work. And I believe in professionalism. You see, them Obilimina Waya, NDC, NPP, NDC, Democratic Semono. Mamin can pay. It is a matter of professional work. I'm a professional. I work for MPP people. I work for NDC. I work for PPP. I work for whatever. One from Woba or NDC Zinim. MPP Zinim. We're from Woba. I'm a professional lawyer. You see them uncivilized webinar. Asemibiano, why an NDC MPP move? It should stop.
But why are people drawing those inferences into this whole issue?
There was one newscaster, in fact, I called the producer, one of the national AU. All we out there, about to know understanding, was NDC. And so what? Wow. You are not experienced that. Let me hear about who baby of you. So NDCU, so CPPU. If you give your website, they'll go to give you what for one or the I say, as some radio minister, Chama, I shall know the one voice. And I'm so happy with Asempa Okende. Whether Asempa or can you one can you. Let us put the sentiment aside.
Yeah.
Let's look at the facts of the matter. Let's make sure that justice is done.
I agree with you, lawyer. I agree.
Just few years ago, in the school, I will tell you, do that. In the practicals, practicals are moving somewhere. It will shock you. It will shock you. Somewhere practicals are moving. It will shock you. Say, yeah, Pakukonai. Every practicals. Where's your mutri? Yeah. Asempa. Now, headmaster Sisikeni ho. It will cocoa and no school. I said, the month from cocoa and to me a fear best school. And you have to tell them to come and I don't know practicals.
Asempa FM.
I'm telling you, so, be a coffee years old, you did a copy school. Because I'm buying first, you can't come headmasters, any unfamiliar practicals with you. I tell them to come and I don't know your practicals. That is another Danko Kufuad Nibo nearby for you. Now, you see, then I will see you asleep. I'm saying, oh, Mama. I hope you have a problem, Yamai. Serious, or mine. It's your best abai. Say, and your man call ye. Ti unfunny man si form. No make a cry, okay. Young you say, Sabi, yet Waba, Emma will be so near him for being watching. All right. Now, on my name, just quick one. Yeah. Now, it is
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM 94.7. Asempa FM. Asempa FM. Asempa FM. Asempa FM. Asempa FM.
Some 24 after 2, Asempa FM Sony Emrashe the Ekosiisen Ebremo, a brand new month, the month of October. And I mention October with a lot of pride. It's the best month of the year, October, for so many reasons. One of them being that it's the month of my birth, October born, the best month in the year, October. And I don't know, say October chim, we kind of saying Bepong or Pepong or Pepong, the month of October. Hey, and the Jackson, you be coming. No, Jackson, I can't say your Pepong, me pamucho, when you have a track, I can't me. Jackson, a hinime. I know when you have a track. I know when you bush me. And if you a bobbush me, and bush me, a bonnet at the end. Oh, Charlie, don't do that. Yes, I won't pay the problem all the time. But if you're a quite enemy, who's if it has a pepon, and they come to a enemy and our coin. And the make you say, a baby, I can't win. A baby, so a baby, I don't know. Who did you want? No, you tell me how with you. Ufri a year now, Ufri. Os now cause an abushman. Ufri is an apple. Who are Christian? Now, who were December, no year. Opekoto, no penima. Opekoto, penima. In October, a hinime. There be October, and September, a book. Yeah. Into before September, August. August, and so yeah. Oman August, yeah, then. Osana Bushman, they toss you as they did. Osana Bobushmi, and Hinimi. Don't tell the issues are. Nothing will wound him. Maybe Hamimi one. Okay, January. Let's say that I'm in power. When I'm in power, okay, the January. You see me any kind of penny, no? Jai Casano, January. When I'm in power, no. Sometimes I don't know why you do these things. No, I'm refusing to respond. Without him, I have the right. Maybe I'll put in Guasia. We have for Nana Kobodi, the pass. Nana Kobodi, the pass. Oh, yeah, so, well, it's interesting. I mean, I do about what say, to me, at least days of the week in him, a Joada, a Benada Wukiada, Yawada, a Fiada, and a Memenda, and a few Quesiada. By month, they are now or Morte. But yebehwe to me very, very important. Na etumi aboa yenyina. Ekosiisen so high Asempa 94.7 FM. It's Ghana's biggest and the most authoritative political, social and current affairs talk show. Me need your say bun. So my hino kwabena sante and Martin and Kada. Me here some segment no etwa most sponsored by Edu Motors, Obapa Product, EcoBank Ghana, Awake, Purified drinking water, Rockstars roofing systems, and Akatabs purification tablet. I'm going to made me hear some segment Ebremo. But before that, near the sound of our time, Ebremo, and also Agbave Herbal, Lucky Casino, Baseline Pharmaceuticals, and Willet Properties. I'm also buying idea no. Ebremo. Your interviews are here on this show, including one-on-one interviews, no HEPA Plus mixer, Consolidated Bank of Ghana, so we stand with you, and a Concept Green Fertilizer, or Monso Boyan, no Ebramo. Your discussion segment, ye Mark Auto and Spare Parts Ghana Limited, official distributors of Isuzu pickups and trucks and Chevrolet vehicles in Ghana. Your Franco Trading Enterprise, phone Papa Pafie, Castrol, or say it's more than just oil, it's liquid engineering, dependable herbal, or Mona dia Dom Malakio, Abajaso, and your Global Lighting Center Limited in Kaniapa Efie. And Jackson Abon home the month of the year in Chi, and it's on your on our Facebook live stream in Tuba Facebook Ekosiisen Chegu on Facebook Live. Osha January Opepon, February Ojefo, March Obenim, April Oforicio, May Kotonima, and June ayawo mumu, July kitawonsa, August osana, September ebo, October ehineme, November obubuo, and December openima. Those are the months of the year, and de amamono munyina monshanenso. And fa my other for media so production team led by Dominic Isieboa, Nana Chumbere, Jackson Osei Tiamoa, Eric Opare, and a Queen Star at Japan. The show runs from now till 6:30 p.m. Over the weekend, Nipa Bebrina Edi Wanawoda, but notable amongst them, the Minister in charge of Trade and Industry, Alan Kwejo Tremantinti. Belated happy birthday to you. And we have a message here from Prince Boache Boaten, and he says, Obi, share the same month. You share the same month with my boss, Honorable Alan Kwejo Tremantin, whose birthday was yesterday. May God lead you both to achieve your positive dreams. Afishiapa, Prince Boache Boaten, PRO, Ministry of Trade and Industry. Thank you, my brother. And as I've always maintained, that legends are born in October. Fortunately for Yinjinano, myself, Honorable Alan Kwejo Tremantin, the Vice President of the Republic, in October. And it goes without saying, say, indeed, this is the month of October. Fantastic. Okay, now here's your G, so also yet October 13th. And on also be dinner birthday. When I celebrate my birthday 3 days later, Nana has your dream, so a dinner birthday. And now I'm told, sir, Fifi Boafo, who is the man in charge of public affairs at Cocoa Board, and so Edina Woda and Ra. He was 40 years today, and Alan Chematin was 66 years. Oma Yine Kwabena Sante, Afe officially Akwaba, net saying,
well, Obi, yada. Onyame ase ehini me busumi ne da toso enan de onyame timi yeni oto no boase no ene nyoma nyina fefe nti bibia da opeu otiasio ontiasio they can say for we are not ashamed of the gospel of Christ. It continues to be the foundation on which we will build our success, our preservation, our prosperity, and our future.
Yeah.
And every opportunity we be biano, you be manyame who say, onunkuto anyedi amuturu so enimu enwaseda.
Yes.
Onunkuto ne betim dia fa kwantempa ahodo so amanfo hyen kra papa che yedie. Eso nyame de yekọ ede yeba.
Yeah.
Nti enye ya ho fe ananye sika bi a yewo ana adwuma bi a yeye. Ana nipa surunku bi ayeye onyame adom eni ne homo bruntina ebibia da na seda de ye fedia enye possible say e be fanyame aseda di pa de ne ya eboni aye enti yenyina sa akwanya so ne nyame ase na yenka se onyame waseda edoso onyame aseda bebre na ye kai bibia da onyame de waya manya de ka se o ye twedi ampo onyame soronko a ede e hoto so ani mu ngwase onyinya wa na ya men onyame onim dachi fiti ene ye kase onim obi udachi onim me o man hini me dachi onim da onu ankasa bato nsa frame onim kunim die ni yedi eda menim onim bibia di say nyame no awo ehunte hunu no onyame onim bibia no onyame onim ogusu ye de eni kwase nipa bi nti ase ba ogusu ye no onyame otuma obi antimi mbi no obi enso a obi antimi ntum no say nyame no ana edi ehun atuno so maro fi onu na ma epokoko emu pai say pam ana eja ye fremu ene de ko so atiase nti say nyame no ana biribia de ye kanfo ma obi bia emfa ho nkoto eye bibia so utwa ni tiawa emfa ho ntu nipa so evize odo ho tu nipa so a onipa bedi uhwambo but God always will call strangers ambaba wa kwema de o pesa wo ye no onyame betima mra ya manti na ocho na sa kwa ba na ocho fufu ase ni nipa nyina ne nyane se na yemfa asida enso physically eni munyam sha ode ehye bela samoa ana yewura eye doctor asamoa ono so wo TVET peyi pa ho ana eye Alpha Lotto so that young man na Kenneth or what chief executive omunyina the okata na asechi eye doctor asamoa TVET osofu mami Mrs. Ando late bela samoa so ne mami mampon ono so kokata na chi ana afi era Kenneth Alpha Lotto so ninia ewo Jacobu okokata na chi na o ka Jacobu ana make say ye can say the road minister otia baby obia no machia na wie ofa na make say Jacobu Mensin Krachi on that young man Jacobu Jacobu
Mensin Krachi, that's the DC
that young man
Jacobu under Amansie Central District Michael Donko
Mensin Krachi
yes Michael Donko Amansie Central it was Amansie South no Kwame Poku CID
I'm saying that Jacobu Kwano very very bad
in the Uka Jacobu Kwano mu amonim Obuasi Kumasi Obuasi
Zanyan Kwanta hon mabeke
o try Nyan Kwanta na o branch room Jacobu free Johnson or
very very bad in fact Kwano Nkasakra no mamena Draben hini Draben in fact say no do meda we say free man po no ye fa Draben fi fa Kumaru ejoso ebetifa onye ho ejoso achi ho no ekopie kokofu be si be kwai Nyan Kwanta then Jacobu straight to so but I'm saying that Drabehini meba no so ankasa nimnya for Drabehini people have demonstrated genuine leadership and you beba the ball mabaso there are few ones be no so Mensin Krachi Urban Rose Mensin MP na ebe kan once but I'm specific on Jacobu you know Jacobu kwan no kwan a enye pleasant we say di kan yira kopie wo that young man no kwan so friends mukrom kwan ene omo no for the CID na
kwam
ono ho ne den
ehone Amansie South
Amansie South di kan yira ko fast kan ko kama but and I'm hearing that the party chairman MPP regional chairman and one man be on so yes what they
is it in Cancer Board
but what is this
in Cancer Board
what is this
no
I'm saying that these contractors someone is was but obviously say party chairman Ashanti regional chairman
your friend is a
and then you have this in Cancer Board too na se mo kwan we na dia mamo na mo nya na mo kan krom so say mo sika o say mo mobilization so you know it is high time we talk about this and Mensin Krachi na Nkasa I don't know that you cannot talk to these people or talk because you are not contract as we speak now the Macron who was krom so no
masa video no way where is the video
horrible
in suka kana toy mo amunim Amansie South capital near Manso
yes very horrible
if Nyan Kwanta be say kwan ni Demua Street
very horrible
so to kwan ni na block
it am say me back akra me na ko Jacobu ba hono me there is that Kwame CID place or what
yes Poku CID
and Kwame Poku CID you Mensin Krachi you see the contract
man video na
but me no run
Facebook
me no run try yes obi na try try me obi na boy enkobo ye na agina twa ye twa Jacobu die ye twa Draben kakra ye na ko hu ne ka
It's terrible.
That's what I'm saying. The president was sentimental. They should speak to the realities on the ground to him. Yeah, but because you work because the men pekran say, man pay baby and shas on another so. Man pay yes or baby and you make plenty baby a no red and the normal for a card. No, why are we living and fooling our own self? If you have a regional chairman, we are more contract say. If you have another person also by name, cancer board.
The interesting thing.
What?
In Cancer Board, we are told, say, or a senior party member in the Ashanti region, Neba and a deputy road minister. That's the irony. In the Neba and a deputy road minister. And also a 2 district, Yawamansia West. Win to me, a contract Yawamansia West, district. Over 60 kilometers of road on your back. In Cancer Board, no so Amansia South.
I don't.
Cars ni na aka nipa na sisi from omuntimi cross a whole district.
I don't know why, because I don't know. You see, yeah, the bibia koye busuasem ne party sem ne namfosem ti no ye can say the city no yentimi sitiri esinka ni. But why would you do that? And man say culture so no, at least make a statement to that effect. Make a statement to that effect, because we now representing the president's interest in that area.
District.
So why?
This is bad.
Yeah,
this is bad.
Me see, Iraq Jackson, Iraq people na me na ya domna body area bi e ka che say yentimi nko. Ye ko gaga ko from a
yaka. And no sure. Share video ni mpa. Just come in. And I share video no over Asempa Facebook page. Cars na kawaye main road connecting a whole district.
I just can't believe it.
The regional capital. Main road. It's terrible. I just can't believe the main road. Share video no. In Sio and the cars are common for CC Ejinao. This is in the Ashanti region, and this is just about 25-30 kilometers away from Kumasi.
And you may be a party 4% the mom. I may be a back. What
kind of
overcouncil as a menka? And you may be a Ghana and Koswa Kamunan party for your maka.
Regional chairman. Yes, you say he almost contested for. I think he contested even for Council of State in Ashanti region. What a contract! And I heard you for. What kind of way is that? I'm told say. DC, you know what Homane so. Your friend is saying.
Honorable young man. I'm getting disappointed and worried.
Yeah.
Because DC, you make a statement to this effect.
It's terrible.
We need these contractors to have. You should just forget about the regional chairmanship. Because also DC, you know, it's all Obian coming to me. Yeah. Obian coming Cancer Board. And only, yeah, Bano, mice be a honor. I don't feel catch him say. Mines no crown, they have to go and beg the mines, no. Now, be a crime, be a crime, be down.
Mines for
yes, yeah. Now, mines for crown, well, when here, and also you make crabasa, and Nancy catching. What's in the Enkasasimi? And contractor for what's in the Enkasasimi? Unisika, catches Unisika.
And let them road.
Yes, Unisika.
Sister, know himself, man. The 2 districts, South Amansia West and Amansia South. There is no third road. Third road be only 2 districts name. And what's the contract? To me, over 60 kilometers. Only back umpo. Kind of.
Well, with your son, your accounts, media, more explanation.
Your friend is saying, Honorable Collins, Opoku Jem, Honorable Timinka.
Obi Bacho no.
Now, minim the Sabia who have access to Facebook, I watch videos. Your baby child district now. I know, sir. Maybe we are aware that I said BBC Ekosiisen in your district. In Sua block here, man for we were fortunate to get the real videos, you know. We are aware of the Ekosiisen way.
Obi me that say. Moshe program last year na a man for bear for a frame say the Bonibe na Maya Mr. Omaihene Obi Dinisi Asempa chairman every activity say. The mania ni non call Facebook. The call one is no quite there's a million susuru na no and it's a Juma Montenegro chairman say minto tunyama e wa manse south man no eno na amana basa say dey to football in yom say abasa nti muji say we am be chairman then so achia emu na de bo nyina magiatum ko bia we kira
the same mama yini the same video no say dem kan no me ankasa so me ko ho no credit video no enyentro fi say me me ko ho e ku jire
okay eri wa ko jina nsuo ni mu bi
say Ekosiisen no omo frame me so me ko see ho na de betumi ayafa ho bia yetumi ayafa ho we also looking at saving lives said that yeah we been trained ho say oba be fam na kina aswencham so oba be tunipa ntini nyina aka ho na me mpani for dissect members yes your call ho ko gina ho said that yeah yemu bia embedio na kina nkono nsu amefa obi anko na no so sasa be asem foforo nsu amfo obi kwa na ewi agyamu yemini na nsu be fo obi ene na nka asai kwa
inti we na kwan we no eye kwan be efiri hin kwa hefa
so say we so but a kwan we ye main road na is free main junction mansumbem and then you run the district capital every district proper and Bonibeka said that is the gateway to the district.
Okay, in the way you move free Amansia West area, Amansia South, right?
Fantastic. Wow.
Wow. And the major road power entering the district, let us see.
Na minim so man said the okasa no ono a ordinary aba be ha de na na ana say do bi kana
mami take this opportunity mo so ye ka se mo ha you know mo ye ka se mo ha mo misreport and thank God we will speak to the issues. You know there are too much sycophants in this system. Ye ka asem said asema asini me makoho
yes
makola ko twan for nyini mini obi ene Dominic ne gira wo yakwa ko twan for nyini mi fi amansi o for hefa mi fi o me have a problem in Ghana. But I'm saying that let us take advantage of the president's presence in Ashanti region. Yentimi for contract Emma regional chairman. Yentimi for contract Emma one contract or the and cancer body for whatever reason that is not known to us. Am I going to Tim Pansam and Passasi? Then you pick a phone and call the Mensing Cratchy. See a sopan. Mensing Cratchy, me say, my missus will be a wa. Me say, we are Mensing Cratchy. We omunko contract and ho. Who now mobaba titi ho. Eti mi jini se utu anamoa esefata also titi contractor for.
Yeah.
Now trocrata ba benu in this case the ministry and the minister continue to draw the attention to the extent of the damage of the road. May ye party ya Mansour Musiasi or whatever kwano. Ebeka because it's the regional chairman we are talking about. It's not a contractor by name in cancer body we are talking about. Musi say a chrono my kata so sadia. Well, nobody should say you can't say you know nobody should have an issue. Media ko kan half the the dynamic say body ru na what agencies catch say e me mistake them be gaga the car the team a teamer I want to say yes. Yeah, cough up Jacobusu Poto. What
said the Omani but my question is road where you Facebook Live, yet Mudi ama contract ana
Obi me pacho no kwe abana ya na afa mudie aban adwuma no betina ne say baby na se development enko ho a aban development be ko being it good roads being it hospitals being it schools ni na obeye so here this city nyame adom ete hospital analysis dia be agenda 111 yenya bi ayi bisi bi ho aban na ya na afa mudie what the contract number 5 ni nyina akọ nese ekira bi nese contractor na nye na dwuma enu no nya aban no asem bio ebi asem no so a then aban will have to abrogate the contract obetwam uhe me road ya asem kan ya the documents available are me privy to say as far back as 2018 and this a final contract enti ewo ho abun se contractor no wabaso kakra no okọ obaso kakra no okọ de na oman ne ka se mensini krache ewo se mitu ho na mo oman enye se bia so mete akunyanum na akunya ne mede you took one among the member of parliament, my constituency chairman, and some other big men at work constituency, you contractor severally. But the difficulty is, as the district chief executive, we need that power to even cancel or abrogate the contract. Because I am not a party to that contract. I buying a diamond free in kind. And a contractor number. The contractor for a fighter, I have to be out of respect. Anna, I didn't know about the shell. It is good this topic is coming up. May stress. Moving forward now. Say I'm a contractor. And Kaya be a young chase. Who could district go and report to the district chief executive or the municipal chief executive. The problem we have is depending himself, you know, the contract namano. And your contract is what I am more signpost in the issue. You source of funding. You the consultant to the project. It is an assembly. Me make you say the contract say the NC school. We said the consultant to the project will be the district's works engineer. And so your direct supervisory role over it. It is your mouth said for 6 months and now 1 year first. No one to your friends here. It meets now a tender entity tender committee meeting near Chum. But in this case, since 2018, I awarded the contract now. At the man, Main Road, there was 2021 October. Senior, Yenye Jumano. The Metzmaya said the corner hall, Nami Panicho, Nami Sereno, and Nami Sobe, Mammy. Senior said, O Cano was Otameba. O connect our ma. O Sakobu or Semeba. Said you're so mean to me for China machines in Fama. Some of us are moving. Why days make a cry? Eba, say, Hono, Yenye. A final in Chasso. And see, I am some degree. Yes, a beer, I have Wapayo, and I said, beer. Ye to me, young Hoshe. Yet to me, young Hoshe, because I need the contract. Am I? A bino so I am after Mudia, I want the contract. Now, I can't contract and I say, obey it. You cannot fault the government in this. Obi, so over district, you have other roads, sir. You have a contractor, and the contractors not so Moyajuma. So, a Mao and what was not acquiring ye. But the main road leading to the district capital, and will be our first week. And also, so a contractor no and muscle. Said the more canoes, if you are not more dear, but to come into one city that tell me. Say, also, thought so, now the district capital, but this was for Kana. One control one, that said, Book of Contocua. If they do a tema said, dear, if you are kind of Sicano, the show go to now find your crime. But the district national some energy. And to Sussex, no bush of 1 year. The same way, so now, say, in Kuku, and I say, Bibia Dimbani do a tema. Obusha was also Musujibi. So I accept it wholly. But the point is, you need to control because the contract was awarded in a car.
Now, so far, roads and highways minister approval across the country, no. Waba share how a Jumano a proceeding.
If I show me be a Kunyai 18th August 2020. ABC and 4th October 2021. Menoka said, yeah, me who know so. It be a previously no buy idea.
And that would be the contract and as I'm now okay.
Make a roads
minister. Okay. Now contractor ne.
Mr. Osebosu, contractor no. The last time I said on the machines about so them crabby bar so yeah about 4 months ago. Before that, no matter 2 months. And you know, I on and off. For Basobe 1 week, no Masaira. Basobe 1 week, no Masaira.
Wow.
Yeah.
But contractor in cancer bread, we've not gotten it wrong, right?
Well, I want to appeal to the Mason Cratch.
Yeah.
I know contracts are a word domain and they're outside the domain.
Yeah.
But in his capacity as the Mason Cratch, Obetimi actually
minister adwene si so so wadaro my da se wo ye kwan my name ebia na hu de ekoso a contractor for a wo de omobeto ya kwan so no ebia omodin bon minister me to adwe abeso enya de eye ni so. I am not saying that you have the powers, but you have the power to a certain point.
Yeah.
I'll bet me a boy massa diano because Obi, young Yiri Hosa, me I pity him. Who's all Cassie, a didiate mama, if I want to come do what? Now, your crown, no crown, who your crown, almost in Omocasi, your field inspector. Yeah. Now, a moon black and so Omocasi, who's here, bay, and there's a Muslim who be, and yet the Muslim who be, Moko Kapa. So you can imagine insults cry about one. He has explained this side. Yeah. I am not happy with the explanation. I think that why not familiar. That's why I'm maybe the man over Tumbi. Now she can say young could be added and coming for comedy. As I speak to you now, I have a challenge. So it has intimate so mercy catching. Obi Obama's report to Yankoma Ediwano. It is in the interest of Ghana, your party, your good self, and your administration. That is why Baba Betna. Na ye tu sa na mo ya sebi ye tu and no malice
inti honorable ye be da say baby a ye interest in the ye be so e de akire na ya hwese de nioma ebesi akọ anye ya minsumi free amanse and me say ye ho de ya kwan no poto. I mean it's terrible. The Mimi district unse neighboring district. Okay. The Mimi wa Amansia West, no wa Amansia South. Okay. Na ye honso chairman won to me emodi ni chairman won to me.
Ono sa handle.
Ono ye ho contra road. Okay. Onye ba kumpo. Over 60 kilometers onye one, not even one. Free Mimi Krom airco Governor Saribedi akukrom. Asu yeah. Maza. Ya ye drains ne kakra bi ekwan de poto. Chairman won to me. You know. Chairman won to me. Honorable, yes, finally.
Yes, with the final bite. Asempa FM. I me dey say one we are singing who say who free your man so who be. Yes. Na over for the kese na what so. Na wo kan ho asem. We say e ye mu a enye se bi ne boni mu a. Ye se papa so pa wo ma so. Enye na numu de ntira, ne mu ye mu ntira. Me da wase wo ho. Na madam nua panyi o man hin so ase. De mu baby aka me yedi ne ho ya o ne se oka se eni obejai yasem ka na akoka ahafo asem oka sa efa baby medi ne ho ya che se eye ni nyina ni yemu a ene yeye nti so bi ka asem che me na mante ye ana se de dipa na kan wa report ni ye nti na me ba no me so me ka amo hu se sei ene obi fra me kan ye nti wo so explain wo side no matia fe me se o nya ya asem ka ebi so ujai kan na se wo de ya oni abufuo bi na eye yeso so ya hai ye hia se amanfo so be hu ye koso e wo ha papa ye ne ba monka bone ne so ba na maka ni nyina aboa eme de ye o man ni ye eme de siesie o man no
yate honorable yeah that's
me kan chene say I was say Ashanti region mo handle this gentleman you because they were demonstrating say me nim so try him fee pay or abutra ediye you know me say na me dana say na the mechanic say I think the MPP hwe say omomansin crash for no masoafo ni bimpo say na ya omutimi ni edingita wodi nchechiri mu ba me nim say problem be no so I say nti me da say yebekọso aka mansi asem yebekọso aka other communities ne regions ho asem papa no so ba say we si aka no ya nkasa so bekase
oh yeah that's it bibia ni ebe say di nkomo bi why okay that's Clement Opoku Demfi honorable DC for Amansia South I mean, I think Muamutie would know say the quality he's made up of. I think what Tony Boa Church is, which is really good. No wonder say unya approval time of Mampanyi sign nominate but Obi say Obi kindly get in touch with the contractors too. The government owes road contractors who have raised certificates for work done to a tune of some 8 billion Ghana cedis. I am not holding breath for anyone, but the government must be directed to government to pay contractors for them to go back to the road and fix them. Pedro, Frank, Asare, and on the way, Abba. Good point there, but my issue is why are the contractors also not talking? Remember the other say contractors in who sign board say board. So within the boss on our contract. Was the entire can do a sound in my garage in Robia.
It's just not a semi to contractor. About 3D contractors for can say yeah, so there should be a way out of it. Sector minister so on also mesreno wakwa proboche obia organa in terms of ministers. Yeah. Or conso and some okeka no. Me mean say ana contractor for mun tia na so mun hwa. Okasa. You know makwata okasa pa de ni break kasa. So at the contractor for no say the kasa na okasa no ntimi ntu ho na mo amoso man. Yeah. Do I sit here and I only know cancer body to me on this specific matter? I know that the sector minister has said, say, contractor for example, come back to the roads and go and work, which means that there's an arrangement.
Well, my point is that JDC now, in cancer body contract to 2018, yes, we are in 2021.
Yes, and I'm on to be am I? Please, year of roots. So why can't we talk about it? So it's messy. Road minister, you are my farmer quarter. Baby Obiano, the Sera Wadarama, Bomodiana, Kenya, Hokakra. Now, no contractor for any Shemubium. Because the question said the catch in Trobino. You show a contractor for Bush for now for any meet. Most complain say system no and queen. So I said, Omo to Tunioma. And the same vein, I can say, Kwabi and your papa Kwabi, you know. We also want to appreciate in Krobi to say Mampong. Including to say Jabby. If I imagine a Mampon, so I say, a friend, you will be tears, yet that's a or say Bush. So, what would be our boy? No, this year. No, no, this year. That's a bread or say Bush. Only this year, and no cry, Mr. It will be a pass. They be kind of Mampon, just a Kurankasa. Mampon, Namin call her Mampon for you now. Fantastic. You took your mamma. Yeah. You two chairman Mampon conform and commandpon. Ufri Mampon, I'll be proud of yourself. Conform commandpon. Now, among Cohesi the Mampon city, and yet a dicey. So what does it? Yet diabetes, I share mountains, a fiaco to Musi dan share a room cozy areas, Yan was a maker. Momunko Mampon. Momunko share a quine, Omunko Yuma, Omunko schools. The layout of it's a beautiful. You know, so the impression we when leaving Mampo, and say, hey, Mampo, leadership. Yes, Mampo, Penny, meaning a pound for Mampo. Ushakona is being controlled. If all shall say a crana, and no quite before a crony crash, a crona Kassan is being controlled. So what that's it, what I want to Uno paying for ni kuru and Mercy Cratch for Muna, a teacher Mokumina, Adamasi. If the Cronan Casa, Udi neatness and Subema, very neat, very neat. Crono and Munyam, I think you sum it up. A Crono and Munyam. It's other leaders, chiefs, MCs, regional ministers, other MPs, all the teamwork, a collaboration, and respect for one another. These institutions now Mampo, Obia they need the money yonko. It's true. Collectively kabum. Say Obubetimia Mampo. If the project becomes a project, a national impact. Now ankoye a project related to party interest, individual interest, groupings. Yes. Even your problem. It's Mampo there. They are who ye di one dance. Say ye di CID one dance. Mampo ye di one dance. Say ona kwine super. A crony panel super. If you want them, Libya the Dana come. Over challenge. But if Ghana is like Mampo, then it means that you don't come if you better Mampo for intelligence, why a picky and say, Mancy Catchino, Mancy Catchina, I'm going to be Chia Yam Sibino. Said, yes, I said, yeah. It's also crowd more from 2 men. Almost I'm going to be Chia Yam Papa Mancy Catchina. Mampo municipal nominee Thomas Apiaku. I'm where they may come and anonymity. And a man yourself for nothing. Yeah. Omuni Bechia Yam Papa. Thomas Apiaku. Yes, because I know a crown. You're assemblyman for the Isia. You're doing for Mudinia. And to Bomuni Bechia Yam. Yeah. And you're more Mokikanino. And you're more back to the boardroom. I'm correcting my channel. That's how to turn my Mercy Cratch is a dandila. What did the Sana at the 6? I don't know 9. If you almost have any year, now you're meant to turn out to be intimate. Come on. Did not Jabin so. Jabin so, a child say, penny of fear. Yeah. apart from a crime free from a hospital here, Sanford. Yeah, partners Ghana for with your money, affiliation. So I quite a stretch a crowd on them. And your doctor, you cause at the river. Doctor, you know when the bush
Jabbing you, Mammy or communications.
Yeah, I'm a
deputy commissioner.
Yes, sir. On Kosun lobbying for the skills of lobbying now, because Kono, or my idea. Kakrabis are stretching a war. A crane when you're quite very important. A crane when you're quite very, very important. Yeah, Kasa quite, but a quite very important. It is our stretch, be my Bedfast Hospital now, will be in the year and that partnership with Sanford or whatever. Yeah, you best say no. Honorable Amapoma. Ya danyamia se so do metra kunya no so ya appreciate you modembo dem on yire wo masa akwan na ye kan wasem no entimi nyena emunna ho ne munna e fine kakra because em so oni ayu afijase ana ebo also ayu so e kwan mu no wa ye bia fa famu kama ye nyampuntu you don't serve people's interests. That's why people don't understand us. Me myself interest too. Because we have served people's interests and party interests, and it has caused us as a nation. See, I'm shifting. We have been because they need wait yet me because they need wait yet me away. Let's stop the FM among criticism. Now you be a tunta. You so I say.
Obuasi and young quantas.
Yes. It's yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's the honey I can. It is not a personal attack to anybody. It is to whip up people's sentiments and tell government and people who are in charge of these things. Adiano, so so now, and it's a straight into to the MPs, the DCs, the MMDCs, even party in power.
Yeah.
We are 2 million, 2 million for such of my Ghana. Now you want to 2 million, please, we are telling you what your face say. And you come back to here now, Mama, and to the MPs and the MMDCs. Most of my room grass are cost be roll up your sleeves. Demonstrate leadership. Leadership is not about saying land cruiser and what is it's about ensuring that the welfare of the community, the constituency, the district, the municipality, whatever. It's ensure to be a kokama. Yes, sir.
And this will bring me. Yes, sir. This will bring me to Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly.
Yes. No, I don't know why they have not called that presiding member now. I'm on fire. No crane for you.
I'm going to need it.
Hey. Where you bishop here get your fiano?
That man.
Say bishop here some of fear. The impunity. Oh, the addressing situation. Ghana nati chesa no be a teacher for the Bia Sakaka. Wafana Basa, you a presiding member. You superintend over this and you have the guts. No, Kasana, hey, no nipa no to me say. Hey, no so you do. You know because no do so no want you. Yeah, because only the impunity with which people do certain things in this country is getting crazy now. Or no presiding member. You have superintendent over this. I don't care about the number of years about the cow. You have not changed the status quo. What are you doing to save the situation? Your best tool is telling us that we will not vote for somebody because now I am high radio. So like people are giving these authorities to ensure. Obi eni obeka say sa flip course why no me kra mo kumase no sa na manso mo twe and I'm always wondering say e dey nko an no ntimi ntina se ma sa manso kra no etu ntwa solve this problem you wi aba obeka say papa ni ka na no kra ntimi ntwa tementu akra en kan say kumase dey mo am nko chinya mo fa mo that's unfair.
But to pin that down to some pine and hold him hostage.
So this spokesperson for these people and come to now we can palm at once. You are serving the interest of the you are serving the interest of the assembly. No, please, Obi, me patrol. Oh, na me bema kukunya.
Menkasa.
After okay. Maybe a bema kufiana. It's not about your looks. And even with men, bema so man must be fearful and ugly. You know beauty contest here cool. Yet the results. We want results. It is a young car, so be the car, me and you. But all the part of Sebush Kona, you need to find a way to massage it and demonstrate that. That's it. Now the Sampano no deal. Hey, Maza. Sampano. You think that the president said the same thing? Now PM strategy when at all. Who PM strategy when at all? People talk as if someone who PM at all. Yes, strategy at all. And you should thank God that I was not in the seat. Maybe I'm saying Pentecost amount it here. We have moved from the Pentecostal abutre to the charismatic fire. Now to the kickers answer we know from where the world shopping and if you Jakawa. I mean kickers hey we don't need me make coming to me call your campaign that you then now kick away. Oh nipa o mo ju na mo jidie no. Won call your campaign that you do.
Me campaign they be to me. Me campaign.
Oh my goodness.
Enti ochina sampaign confirmation in ochina. We are hoping Zanya me adoma bibia betima koye e the amano. That's for Ashanti region. We've dealt with Amansia
na yeah, keka finance minister no so anyway we be move si boys. It's ununderstandable.
Aden.
Na papa is keka is a krata by pass e betua we near tua we ya. You know, papa na o de bia o si white these I mean, yeah bibi o. Hey bibi, obi mo nka o. And the finance minister dey nko no ko Harvard ni link na dey nko no ko any papa. Only one for the catch say the modern bono and your book in crata modern boo. Please. Any book in crata modern money. Or my Ghana needs to move forward. We need money to move forward. We need money. Only ministers now.
Yeah.
They come to talk to us. I am not a member of the MPP. They come to talk to us. It's not about body in crata, Harvard, Lincoln, with the master at the end. Lincoln for any better try than did see Ghana. Ukabosoka, there are no Lincolns. Ramakola, there are no Lincolns, but they are controlling the economy. The finance minister. Pierre White to a Ghana flag body got the bush. Oh.
Oh, my, this is yeah, trust in the fear center. I think we've dealt with Jacobu, we've dealt with Amansia, Yabeshe KMA, in the Yemra down. Nafe Yemra in crying. Yeba crying. And let me read these messages. Nafe my name's Sam Fonina, Ghana Police Service. I update you on Facebook page. I think Enra. It is our pictures in Igbo. Fortunately, Matisse driver chrono channel. Tema. It was Tema. Who was our pictures now? Aha. In the mobile Facebook, I mobile Tema motorway. Say Nioma egu car no so na still opeso force ya di wura na driver na oboda man.
Dem driver no fault.
Na hwan ya?
O man mu da ho. Obi ya no. O man mu da ho Ghana. E mu da ho. Well, mu da ho. Let me cite a lot of instances. You see, a country that we have all agreed. Now we have obi kwagye 5 cities man Ghana for illegal people every mining because you are too border unia na immigration for documentary joy for the unia 5 cities on Asempa unia na say we ske e dey work yakwazu unia na ma minister oji akoma minister na we dia na we agina minister be ma strong is odokwa yi so the man mu da ho nti obi a so say man mu da ho dia also with impunity. Only Hannah says a better catches Boni be the car premier in the catches now we a problem. We toss cement bags to her. Ghana construction Achimota destroying. Only what got went into it. So how Bonina fan wedi. What destroy your structure and what's our catch? Yeah, Ghana to my friends or toss cement in you. I read you many pakwami and can say Mobi. Kabuni be chia yam say complete now because I could drive and not give me papa e mu da ho aha ti mo share on Facebook you know Ghana for the share post for kwan esa abo no sa chese top no so bit mo ewu ma
na hwe eja eso so wade na
say we are no asa be kika say na fix the country and Kufu ado na anya ade na anya ade
how do you do this
Me catch him say the problems of this country is not about John Dramani Mahama, it's not about Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Mo se mo nti ase. Mo pa mo ma John Dramani Mahama metina so. If these attitudes and mindsets ya washing away. Now if said John Mahama ba and another to and automatic that you bring up progress and development. You are living in a fool's paradise. One kasa usi no ban uti sen o esen no Ghana sika no bi madada de ayi o de wo kasa ade ne pe we say we na ho twitwi no it will take us another 40 years as I be okra one kra nya biem wa say nya biem ano no so be sa fa no de ya no now my obi Saudi aluminium mo fa kwa hono the friends in
crash barrier
yes o man ni ba o tiri kokotu twa ken no twa 40 meters o man no ken no twa no fa no we no ko well are you going to blame the president
but we dey say police for not channel
oh na ni pa ya che mo man we bi ni o man traffic light that New Town junction for almost 5 months e buda ho now they my emu da ho too much na me fa me yon quick crazy me di fi bi e da ho plane emu da ho ma me cha ni ma me Lydia Hassan
Lydia say Rama Hassan
emu da ho too much this is the country we live in obia you expert in whatever kasasa every day nanado na say onu so ko share hinte bi no contribute towards the atmosphere no asa ba sa de kasa na nye bi ne tihu na wo say nanado true road minister regional chairman any whatever yeah o bi ya kwase o sa ka say ne ba deputy musumu ye no ma okroma o we no ma okroma o
ne ba deputy roads minister
we no ma okroma papa. Oh, Debbie.
Fortunately, we are told the police for action. We are only hoping, say, a conflict Coco Chart crash barrier, the Pokwasi interchange, the newly constructed Pokwasi interchange. The chick of it, say, a confronted to me, who say the screws, the Bubo man, or Mako use screws, no, and a crash barrier, no, 40 meters, or my time the call. I did do with 40 meters.
We are not each other's keeper.
Hey, now him say, your friend is saying,
we are not.
Consultant, they say, Nkofo be catch almost who how much is a man for, how much be for.
It takes people who really want to do something on it. My bar him a say, Maka, me was be 4 a.m. Billboards bed, Bakuda. I didn't do bar. Now, Michelle say, Inti SGSS bini sa companies amu ba shama this guy
afa amu
akoye billboard amu advertising company bi na no me just no me feel care na basically me fa akoye no me say okuti no billboards no billboards no see traffic here top radio on no esi ase bi SGSS company be 55 gugu
why
wa tutu yes wa tu ase no ayemache no o koton na lumi afedi akoye question akoya adaba zemo tete but people are watching 4 a.m. na companies on engage advertising service on nipa na ankaza on engage service so we also don't help our system and ourselves. We also don't help because baby who says Ghana for any baby who said that? But we have gunpowder kakra bi to one.
No.
What we adwuma no. Because gunpowder ba mo take me on me say one we are say we use gunpowder. You say gunpowder no. Who ti ase yeah. Obi a pe gunpowder. Get time I cash.
Now what na yes in the BBA course was system
obi a pe gunpowder.
Asempa FM. No man consider na ahomache bu twem and the contractors be adwuma ahomache na ade a ya fix here go tutu and ohwe picture here that Facebook see na motorway na me say motorway Pokwasi interchange pass barrier and saying it oma on skill a year 40 meters how
na me nim say Limex bar for ko mo show Ghana adwuma adwuma himache say tutu ni o ma hye
they call a new interchange. Well, we start. Our main kind message where there are some
American choices where we say, yeah, or your president too. Who's Apache? Hey, then I don't go for
this is my agric minister.
Nana Adodam kwa Kufuado. Oh, Nana.
Oh, brutal.
Oh.
Oh, brutal.
Hey! I bet you are Greek minister. But how do you know the one? Oh, since or 6 years. Yeah, it's a free akutu.
Yeah. No, but I think say maybe a free akutu. It will be mehunu in 2 ways. Number one, say ABR. The president was being sarcastic. In ABR for my core fans, they will be disappointed. But I mean, mehunu say all this while, no, it's been rumored saying the Niger, Onya president Obedi and all of that. On one kasa ma out mekai, obviously because of restrictions in the party But for the first time, not just yes, the leader of the party and of this country, and after the Numutu Aka, and that acknowledgement alone should be good for him and his campaign. President, hey, Adey.
Nana do Kufuado.
Oh, too much.
Now people are still in the race. If I don't pay back, what's at the count? Now the new list for chairmanship of the MPP, no. Back the count maybe draw attention. You were already Makacho, you were Chairman Kutin, you were Stephen Intim, you were Asamoah Boateng, you were Edward Boateng, you were Lord Comey. Yewo Ismail Ashiti, yewo Abankwa Yeboa, ana yewo Professor Amiyao Ekurufi. The latest one the Ohubejiru.
Why no?
Ekosiisen Asempa. Emuda ho Ghana manyo se bruta. The people amabo mudi nyine. Makachro said the first formidable five no. Now no me tuja.
Yeah.
New entrant no. Or yasisa game no.
Hey, and why no?
Also, when you interest about it, Wednesday, you'll be a swatcher because not the artwork, no, a barbonting. The new entrant
for the national chairmanship,
a serious. We're taking people by surprise. In fact, the new entrant, no, we're taking people by surprise.
Hey,
I don't have his permission, but Wednesday was the artwork in the bar. And then, the no, Anna Oba. General Secretary says so far nipa miensa Justin Kudua still incumbent John Bodu Anna Suhum Debi Amrevin Opare
former Suhum MP
Opare you know
as I'm to say you so pay
Opare answer
yeah but I'm to say we so pay Ahiagba
Ahiagba tin bi aya atisem but
oh no who say say omo pay no they are crisscrossing the country for regional conferences, no. In the Ahiagba, Upper East, the Ahiagba and Namho.
Okay.
Who's Nanabi youth organizer, national organizer. He's also all over. And Jomina air crisscrossing.
Okay. Fine, that's
regional
fine.
Conference.
That's fine. For the NDC, for now, do for.
Answer NDC, no. Even the NPP national organizer, apart from John, your friend is saying
Nanabi, yeah.
So what to say? Akwayo ye Kotoko commercial manager, no name no.
Kotoko commercial manager. There you.
Oh, guy here no what Gepa will say hefa. No Gepa, Ghana Export Promotion Authority. Eric Chum. Oh, we're building a body.
Join news.
Innocent face.
Yeah,
nice guy.
Baby face, nice guy, you know.
And also pay national organizer.
Also two-face do Idibia, but I just don't know what bomb more.
And also pay national organizer.
Oh wow.
And I want to put which other name? Aha. Now what to say? I see a Yinsu Peo. And the idea is working with someone fan too.
Why Kamal? Oh,
Kamal Abdullah.
Yeah.
Also pay national organizer.
Yeah, but Mikacho said there are surprises coming. Kamal Dean, there are surprises coming. Even with the youth. Also Pope Abedika.
Asempa FA.
Over movement in the corner. Also Pope
they build
it back.
Yeah.
So moment to I'm going to chair next year. I don't know the between Obi Abedi the chair room. Muhammad
Salam
Mustafa room. Me am this share me crew me half Pope. On am chair na there. On room. So I think it's going to be interesting. So I think but Osha even with Ayikra and Maminka sa guy back was MPP for him usually
guy be
your friends no getting guy and friends they all kasa kama miracles
Miracles. Fantastic guy.
Miracles. I mean, it should be used well. People who come into politics with decency in terms of language and in-depth knowledge in terms of what they do.
Yeah.
You need to appreciate them.
Yeah, it's true.
You need to appreciate them.
Watch Imagine Crisis. So I think you need to appreciate them. Guy. I mean, if I'm asked to make a choice, of course, the current communications director, boy Juma, he deserves the position and all of that. But I think if Obenya competition pie to be from Miracles Abuaji, I think Miracles would also be a solid communications director for the party. Because Oshe Nyoma we here in a communications director, he ticks almost all the boxes. And he's somebody to watch, for the NPP. I don't know what the next national executive, because when him say the term for lawyer Boabia Samoa will last from now till time when be new national executives. But that position is still not an elective one, an appointive position. It is a new executive. Nebana Omunsobe chooses Ubia. Maybe Omubenya a pool of talent to choose from. If they decide to go with the Abuabia Samoa, fair deal. He's acquitted himself quite creditably. But
Protozo as well with you.
Hey,
Protozo. Protozo Bekumio. Hey, obi the kwere dey me go bo wakra bi mu na Olive no so no Okaile say woman who am to chair MPP ni bia
Olive Okaile.
Hey, Olive
at the NCA
Mama Olive Sweet 16 message or there me go carry hey the when number 6 is I text you me tell you so number 6 John Jinapo
yes
hey
what's it there JJ. Good afternoon.
JJ
Wakote
JJ Wakote, because you need to host him. No, I can appreciate this government. In terms of doom so no. But some show no understand of what is happening now. Sika and as a modern bo and omujuma mo ye no. And one for so na ban we dia. But very fair and objective. Even though we be or the elite of political mischief na atimi abuama. Normal.
Yeah, very normal.
Normal.
Very normal. The Honorable John Jinapo, good afternoon to you. Obi Chifu Atimokwa District is voting on the DC nominee on Friday. I humbly urge all the assembly members to vote yes. For him, a good term deserves another. Honorable Apia Kubi, where he said, Obi, the removal of the guardrails on highways like what has occurred on the Pokwasi interchange is not news in America, too. Or see, people steal such items made with steel from roadways and take them to places to sell them. The news is that both the seller and the buyer are all held responsible when caught. So buyers have been calling the police to arrest sellers whenever they show up with such items. We should do so in Ghana. On as well, we go free back. George New Kaite, Chicago.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We say happy birthday to Dr. Mrs. Abena Adom Asumenin Aye of Kolebu Teaching Hospital. God bless you and may he be gracious unto you. This is from Frederick Edu Amwakon, lawyer Seth Adom Asumenin and the entire family.
Catch Chief Executive Ultimate Foods and Owamanone.
Oh, okay.
Kakra.
Kaka wa purchases here.
Ogada da. Onu be Yoruba ba no se ojenyo o no we Harvard. No so se de baba no.
Obeka bofo
yes. Omra no be contest. Who's contest with Dambutri?
Yeah.
Yes, in Omra.
In the house we say na kukuduro ni so.
Oh, yeah. O bi so akohu. Ana ya won kawa fa na beti. Nti obesa babiem. It's a fine gentleman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, nti on some babiem. Na en kwese me am ofasi don't impose presidential candidates on MPP.
Who for the end?
Ejako. Boacheja.
Okay, no.
Hey.
Story be with the link I send one.
Let me tell you. Don't impose presidential candidate on MPP. Me sing him. Eba se ekuti abonko a nkase twie ne o ti ba mi bu be no. Na nkomo no mi dey chance e di sia no. O ti ba.
Mi
bu be. So I tell you, you say, oh, see, or is it? Is on the Asazeba? What the don't impose. Also, a seminal so echo baby say, I say, ya Bobby Hoshie. and a binum the tree, and the air should to be at two as a woman, your dance, and I will with it. It's almost quick, let me say, you're the shim. Gunpowder can
no, so my John online, it's credible. Yeah. Don't impose.
Don't impose.
Don't impose presidential candidate on MPP for 2024 polls.
Hey,
Jama, one of the regional conferences of Wakana was here. Or say, the artwork I'm picture
no bold and our presence.
Very nice picture. I think the artwork did a really good job.
Recapture,
really good job.
Rebuild, reward. The 4 R's. But I couldn't remember Eba.
I know the idea.
I know the one. Recapture, rebuild, reward. But I couldn't remember the 4 R's. I know the
okay, the Joseph Akable said, Boache Jako grantee. Yeah, Parker Wilson interview.
Oh, very good. So, the lawyer also will take you on.
Yeah.
And Ekosiisen on. Take them on. Sometimes they take a lot of things for granted. So, we say clubhouse. Now, me chill clubhouse. Me understand. Now, every day we actually appear bar. Well, we can take them on for me. I agree with that.
That's really CID has and continues to demonstrate maturity. I'm highly impressed with his response. My regards to Mr. Well, Kojo Fojo of Adam FM, and Namru Eba, Ewo Kade, and on the way Aba. We say, okay, Obia Sunday and Yum say, yes, started me here, Simbi Ayamo. It's your Bradford in Yumbia, running Kontumpo. In our lesson, and then we'll take a decision on that. We say, Obi, the best solution for the Pragia Okada business. We lawyer John Quayson. Lawyer John Quayson. Or say to you, stop Okada with immediate effect. The armed robbery situation has skyrocketed all because Okada seems legal now. No 2 persons must be seen on motorbikes in the cities. Only solution back on number 2. On Pragia, we may allow 1 more year for them to operate and phase out, hopefully, after the 1-year grace period. We cannot continue to create more mess in this country. It's as if we have no leaders at all in our country. Lawyer John Kwame Quayson.
Pragia solution, and a vice president, the cars in Kitwe.
No, I know Okada. Also, one of them. Augustine Ahimfo, former Black Star striker, good afternoon to you. Thanks for doing the listening.
Augustine, the kind of former keke. Was your beer a demning keka will be in the brown Ghana.
Yeah.
Or non Tony footballer or Black Stars, no a fashion designer. Who had a jissa. So I should for one in handkerchief, you know that proper.
Oh, in handkerchief.
I know that proper. When I say, was it bra Augustine?
Augustine.
Yeah. Or you too much. Or too much. I really boot or the ball.
Yeah.
They be a whole shame.
Augustine there. No. They be no attacking in. Augustine there. No quality. I think the only player not back close here, David Seaman, goalkeeper for Arsenal. On those other ball na hankish and on top of no proper. Goalkeeper on Tony. On top of the top form. Hey, David Seaman. We say, okay, Obi. In Kansa Boedu's daughter is the deputy road minister. Maybe it's in Kansa Boedu, and he is in Kansa Boedu, the chief of Kwadason Zema.
A Greek Zema. Meaning,
is that it?
Meaning, a Greek is Zema.
Oh, okay, a Greek is Zema.
Okay.
Only a sure your hine.
Oh, your hine. Oh, I see.
Or hine, and your contractor. And a waje kwina on ye. Okay. We say, Obi, Nkansa Boedu was awarded a contract for Agona Town Road, and he delivered excellently under JM. It's a matter of priority. Nanado only sees Ashanti region as his resting place.
Oh.
Onassis Kobe.
Wow, you see, say, who's an Omiya Wunipa Kono? Let me be comment that. Baby, you do know.
Yeah.
We should be, you know. Onassis, Mr. I'll hold on because of Onassis, but Mr. We need solutions. We need solutions.
We say, Obi, I'm hearing your intro on the kitchen, chicken knee for practicals for the first time in the EU. Dallas Assembly video. I said, but tell him the owner of the chicken should have warned them not to go to the school. They were trespassing. Edwin Ewatakra.
Waka chicken, I said, me taking this opportunity. I mean, I buy any collaboration with
Dakofan's pictures.
When you crown Jefanku
broiler project.
Yes, Jefanku near Catty Farms in this animal. And at a certain point, they were under an umbrella that through Exim Bank.
Yeah.
And I'm happy. So portrait you the Dako Farms are
it's huge.
Yes, yes, we should encourage. So I say now
Well, so Obi, this project matter is now becoming a nuisance in our towns and cities. They sometimes literally stop in the middle of the road to pick passengers along the stretch. Come to Koforidia and see for yourself. Alex Martinson is in Koforidia. No, we're University of Aberdeen. Maybe now Robert Gordon University. Okay. Say two universities now Aberdeen. That's my main share way. Omana say gunpowder check.
Oh. Not a year.
Obi say Obi. Miracles Abuaji will replace David Pra as communications director for the Eastern region. Walanyo in Akwetia. No, I think Eastern regional there Wabroso. I mean, he was MC for crying out loud. Regional there.
Francis Adeni Musabo.
For them.
Also, the Libya presidential. So Francis Adeni.
And then the Chrome near Is that Mampong?
Come.
Yeah. Mampong MP. Wow.
In position there.
I'm told, sir. Nanan Kansa Bodu is a great Kenzema chief, and he's the senior brother to Dr. Kwame Chei Kotoko, board chairman and CEO of Unity Group of Companies. Ninya.
Yeah, my dream. Young Cooper. Yeah, my dream. Yeah, my dream.
Now, who gunpowder? No initial way to say.
A bit. Meaning two things. Say now, who's the person? If there's a person try, me call data, me take for you know.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. So no, giant too.
Yeah.
What has happened? It's a story.
Yeah.
It's a story on its own.
The story. I want to know about baby aboko.
Yeah.
I think the long and short, and how no other kind of story. And
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Yeah, and I think many women are guilty, and majority of Ghanaians and so are guilty. We've seemed to have gotten to a point. If we say this whole fight against COVID-19 has been won, but we are nowhere near winning the fight against COVID-19. We are absolutely nowhere near. Maybe fortunately or unfortunately, you know, media announcement share damn why. I think we've taken our eyes off the COVID fight into how I aggressive with the communication initially, and I say tone it down kakra. And this thing is wreaking havoc, brutal.
Wow.
Brutal.
COVID.
Brutal, I'm telling you. Before you and I,
what?
Yes, I'm telling you. Or how to tell us a story. That's why he's here. Just to let the Ghanaian people know, say, this thing I did agrono. In Penifos and Towa, da. It's that terrible. But Brennan Training, I know he's been off the media space for a while, but it's for a reason. And then he's been very magnanimous to us. Beba na wama Ghana phone na acting a story. Na lessons are na yebe fano. We have to be serious.
Sorry.
It's terrible.
Yeah,
he's gone through a lot. He's gone through a lot. In joining us into the national chairman of the PPP, Wababe Cancer, it was studio.
Oh wow!
It's Aseda. And then put here. Well, we met 3 weeks ago, right? 3 weeks ago, it was terrible. In the end, why fear born in crime honam na back.
Oh, we are grateful to God.
My fabia dinyina ama manyim na full like
oh
tom today.
Oh
o man kasa na me show din o pink na de kokko bi na prepare the PPP because yes some could say na o ti a kasa by din na mi soku ni yeah papa anytime out there you dey feel bike here the best PPP uniform yes so yeah yes that's my man that's my man that's without fear of favor without fear of favor yeah man I think it's the right thing Yama be bra ko the DC matters and all these things we have kind PPP document and then you started the year say like in Crawford why funny in my part of MC or DC in mandate they keep the place clean and you promise the people that you're coming to power they be clean keep your whole clean obey if the power nation in sema obey but since you are to they be ocean nature there will be was so home but fire and signal from the bungalow to office and could be party people be a demonstration my way you nephew even when he's trying to do the right thing into what can you know there we should not leave it to the benevolence of Nyimpa there or no as the papa even though a good example although you be or systematic or you be or you're part of the culture, your system, no? As part of what deliverables, no? Keeping the place clean should be a key number one mandate. That's why the magia, the woman sentiment.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Woman sentiment.
Okay.
Baby, Auntie Johnny Free, first say, why chop be across the street na honana me papa ne bungalow
you video city and a lot of
almost some theater be in the town
Alajima way back
in the town
the FIFA ne hometown church ho be na e jagro si so na
wow.
It's Mampong
is a beautiful
it's a beautiful place. So are other places in Ghana we have proper leadership.
That's true.
We'll make sure that a minimum na yare na de PPP a manifesto on health preventable diseases. Yes, if you spend the money on preventable diseases like COVID, you will save a lot less in treating people. COVID matter or the most serious thing happening in Ghana this year. Sure. Eco hospitals our Ghana says even more parking lot where CC tent
Asempa FM
where CC tent what the COVID patients in the parking lot.
Ghana hospitals
where's the tent parking lot has been converted to COVID patients.
Really?
What does that tell you? There's more and more COVID patients coming in hospitals coverage could not fridge here parking lot one na kokohwe emergency parking lot one kokohwe tents
what they tent is ho
tent what they in panaja shema we treat COVID. Go and see the place.
Really?
Go and see all the hospitals when you space for patients. Why convert many hospitals to COVID hospitals? Each of them no before an hour or so.
No,
look, and people are dying. People are dying. Me tell me offer this COVID experience. We are paralyzed in the right side, the whole right side. Lose speech. Na zing. Yankopon could say me your life this year.
Wow.
Miko tune one of the hospitals. Miko munam so we have intimate now. The next morning, Mama Nedo, International Maritime Authority, what's the best hospital for COVID patients. International Maritime Authority.
More temano.
Jack, doctors no why you no joke.
Asempa FM.
Why you juma kasankasa. Me peja me nwe ko shewo. we treating in as but the only thing that we have self corners and good adject and good adject the bet to honor because a drew quit me at 7,000.
7,000.
Drew quit me at 7,000. To just telling you who says, yeah, and say, yeah, COVID, another actual RIP on the tombstone. He was a good man or a good woman. Mentally, there all of a sudden, media and a Ghana society where J COVID issue will kind as if there COVID, why you will the number is on the increase. One cannot quite on the matter. Now, be telling me a victim. Me a recovered COVID man. We have,
and this is the third wave, right? Or the second wave?
I'm the third wave.
No, make an award, you know. You got it during the second wave.
During the second, we have made that one night. My dream na missy what? Mintu sorry. Mintu ye bibia. Measuring no up and down na dinner. Na I'm saying what? As a survivor. Jack, my funny, me lose you pay 30-40 pounds just like that. Bang!
30 pounds.
Listen, what? What is happening to me? Jack, me to me nanto. Me to me bibia. Nyame nadum. Nimpa recovery kakana we have. Ma enter the underworld of COVID. And when I started the me who aji me nyanko for be for. Watch one because of COVID.
Wow.
Minya kwe so make sure the yeku yinifro ko international maritime ja nyanko pon ka day na minya oko mo call hospital ha mi ko yino there e doma wogu wo nyira COVID patients wo nyira wo panin no wo double dose of panin no na azi nyira bo nyira wo nya no wodawo. I don't want to mention many of the hospitals. I don't know their legal implications. The whole hospital were converted to COVID patients. Maybe I'm for 10,000, 7,000, 15,000, 20,000. We need one shit because in July what they are very expensive.
Ekosiisen on
NHIS on cover. Now so as a nation, you see the campaign on COVID, it borders on education, non-stop education. All of a sudden, you've been there, you conquer baby man, you jaika. Say ben man, we have me hug, we are one now, me hug, me chill. But the men nine crap on them the be show. Because as you know he's serious. In fact, it's a joke around. So I'm asking myself, as a nation, what are our leaders doing about this situation? You able to me that share. Yeah, citizens are 1 year sika, 1 check cash because of some of the expensive medication. Only the fault of the medical system. Yeah. But these are the medications that we use or proving what my tester. And go for what apple. So can the next person afford? And then the people who are losing their lives by the second, are they recovering COVID? Another, they are just recording heart attack, stroke, they're not recording. Because the numbers now, what they've been, from what I have been through in the COVID underworld, Jack, it can never be true. Courage. Just take a drive to Rich Hospital here. Yeah, Kokoshe Tensa Ogugu parking lot. Yeah, what for more patients? What does that tell you? Say a whole hospital. Why a contingency? Why expander? Who create tends to receive patients? On the catcher there, you know, Kufuma and all. When they don't have facilities, they crap to treat these people. As a nation, you enjoy preventive healthcare. 1, 2, 3, and then we are done. You solve the situation. Out of sight, out of mind. Obiara and Kasa. There's a prominent MP and Kanyamen could say, one touch. International maritime will save in the life.
Really?
Oko man medication, but 95% of the lungs here infested. What to more clear? And to say if people are joking with this matter, me, I'm here to say to you, or a very serious phenomenon, or a very serious. Me party people, at least I know about 3 or 4 people. Also, once I can, Yamia or Adoma, also go through this very expensive treatment. Also, what on? Into any bad, I say, no, I can't come here and joke around now. Your best as if nothing is happening in this country. We have a very serious issue on our hands.
With COVID.
With people dying. With facilities to even take the people who have been diagnosed and go through treatment. And then the funding for people to go through the prescribed medications now. Where is the funding? And for him, what was it here? 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, whatever to assist so that the doctor know treatment. The doctor telling him that the mean pay as him them and go to my check out. We can deduct it from the account. No, ya shiny, no WhatsApp. The doctors will
in your case, no a call rage and one for uncle rage crowd.
We have more call hospital. I make who condition and go for no go. Makada move. I rather die in the house because my conditions go for warm. Me left and me right, and I become more depressed. My wife, I've made Chan Ocean. Only you're the best doctor, maybe meaning.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Then Ocean, Zena, on Pedro, thinking of losing a husband and the thing that I don't say number from, and most of them was school. They didn't see me go through this. And I'm here to tell you, my brother, this thing or ye real is look, the pussyfooting around this issue. That as a nation, if you those times that you count now, you put an alert, now do this and do that. Look, go outside and see if there's any COVID alert situation, behavior, or abuano. And to change behavior, no, you must be able to. Psychologists will tell you that you must sustain a certain communication effort for about 40 days. And change before it becomes a learned behavior. And people are not learning, and people are not doing it, and the people are not implementing the situation. And they deal with the situation there. Either BB or like the flu be there's nothing there again.
And from more experience, you know, and maybe
we have what is the population of Ghana?
The recent, yeah, what's it? 30.08 million. 30.80
How many people have been vaccinated?
Sir, the target was 20 million, but we've done so far less than 2 million. Yeah.
And to say this analysis and question, you ask yourself that why has the education part of it stopped? Because the preventive aspect of this thing can be prevented by certain behavior patterns or the echo true. So if we have stopped the communication, we have stopped the awareness creation, we have stopped to try and change behavior. We have tried to stop behavior. Then it means that we as a nation, the United States, as we sit now, about 20,000 people are dying daily.
Mm-hmm.
Daily body count of death. Yeah, about 20,000. But how do you know? Today, the thing doesn't exist. And nobody is talking about it. And I ask myself, leaders were conscious with Krumwa. Do we have leaders who were conscious there? What drink? One by one? What citizens in one? Because this thing is having a catastrophic death. You have to say, I'm an advocate. Because I've been through it. Because I've seen the COVID underworld. Because men who direct people around me are men who people are they have been maimed, they have been crippled, they have been this in the name of COVID. And then we sit here as a nation unprepared on a situation that we can prevent. When nations are mandating and trying to force people to vaccinate and take care of themselves and create the awareness constantly, we have forgotten everything. We have forgotten everything. When was the last time you heard about tally counts on COVID? Now, what time I didn't overturn air conditioning talk. When look, Mr. Send the world reporter, quite far courage and quite saying. Wow. You will be shocked about what is happening. The way they are preparing to receive more cases. The way that they have been overcrowded with
COVID patients.
Public with COVID patients. Go and look at Nyaho. Go to Nyaho. Go and see the people there. Go and see the people there. The COVID patients. Go and see them.
Asempa FM.
Talk to a doctor about what is happening in terms of death rates and all. Don't listen to what these people tell you. Go on the ground. Go on the ground. What? You see, that's why sometimes when people leave this nation, they never come back. You can't understand it. Me, I can understand it. Because what kind of a nation is it that you don't care about what affects your citizens?
But see, because of your experience, and maybe I don't know how you suspect you contracted the disease. Meaning, say, be a core function, be a core event, be and all of that. And based on that, advise government on the next steps to take.
We have this tracking. Remember tracking? Where is it now?
Contact tracing.
Those times I contact tracing and tracking and all of those things now. Institutions what through within throw number now. Then limiting numbers of people in public events now. All those things now. You see the creative culture be there. You take VBI as a joke. You take VBI as a joke. Now, may I catch you there? This situation here, we have real. It has not gone down. The variants keep coming and keep changing new forms, and it's killing people, young, old, adults. It is undiscriminated.
And unfounded our vaccination then.
Oh, we have from comfort. Because in the variants, will change. There is no one that takes care of all variants. Like I said, that's why baby I work at boosters. Wow, 2 shots, so what's a booster. After 6 months now to help them. And that goes to tell you there. The nature of only defense. This thing, it doesn't protect you once and for all against the variant. Or reduce percentage of dying, and maybe to the extreme condition. But my brother, you are not immune from anything. When you beside doctor, and what did they war shots now? So wow. Hey. So why should we another year? No, so the degree. So hit one and will be you can just die just like that. And apart from there, then vaccinated. I am worried about the consistent communication or aim at behavioral change. The communication must aim at something. It is aiming at behavioral change. And I'm saying that people are dying. I'm saying that from my view, what I've seen, where I've gone, the numbers are increasing. And I'm saying that people don't care. I am saying that people just don't care. NHIS cannot solve the COVID menace. That is why I'm surprised that the nation will not spend money on communication that will allow you to prevent Obama stop Nkrofo from getting it. Preventive healthcare is better than this weak healthcare that we have. We can't even have curative healthcare when you don't have money to pay for the service. Able to beat the COVID. You don't have the money. Individuals, when you can. Nature again a disease for the poor. You hear nature there.
It's sad.
It is something that we have for making harm in Tassi.
It is this year, public gatherings, a year, I don't know, aban in Chema for now.
Oh, we have.
And I do.
We have what I'm saying. As some American today, bringing attention or
Asempa
refocusing the energy on COVID, is important. And when you refocus your energy on COVID now, the solutions need many. And when the awareness is there, a faba crapple will make it short. Look, me pray every day, now me bad boy demika. Daddy, me turn around, pick about that. Daddy, you forgot your face mask. Awareness need created in the household until they understand. It's them behavior, and the key to what we need to survive as a species, as a people, as a nation. We need the constant communication and the media. Look, you have set up a whole system here that is dealing with COVID. I set up these glasses and all these structures. You want to contain it. Or your awareness that you have gained that has allowed you to implement certain things in your studio against your very life. You like this, I fear for you. Because who them are you enclosed.
Yeah.
You are in trouble. You are in trouble. People hinting would die. We have I won't pie bond and you may be brother the boy. Now a boy a day pool a day more when you a room be already poor just to protect yourself, because I feel media for this enclosed area. It's very dangerous. Very, very dangerous situation. Or a time bomb. A time bomb. If this is the case, you are taking these preventive steps in your instrument enter crapple without a nose mask, Nazi, all these things now. So how come that the rest of the society has forgotten about it? How come the rest of the society in Ghana here? It do TV to CNN, news, reportage on COVID. You say to yourself there, so how come these people are so concerned that we are not concerned? Like all these mates now, I hope they move beyond those things. I hope they move beyond those things. Into preventive healthcare is much better than curative healthcare, because first of all, the curative healthcare, we don't have the resources to do it. So spend the resources to create the awareness. It's a combination of information. How many times do I hear the information vans at the district level going around talking about COVID? We need petrol, what about rounds? And so these vehicles are sitting there and not being used. And then we have ministers who sit there who are not doing crap to deal with this situation. And you have the man in the white there too. They're saying that he's not giving them money to do the work. And then we sit here and we have these challenges, and people are dying by the minute. Look, my first son is a medical doctor. He's in one of these regions. I don't want to mention. They are not recording the COVID. They are not recording the COVID deaths. They are not recording the COVID deaths. Some of the ones that come from the district, they kick it back that they don't want to hear this. So there's a whole institutional defect, lack of leadership, lack of clarity, pushing aside real issues are affecting your lives. Now you're dealing with a lot of side issues now. Maybe it means. And remember my first thing here, this COVID matter there, we must deal with this menace in a way that this information people and other people need to wake up. The health ministry all of a sudden do not talk about COVID again. You don't talk about COVID again. Special advisor on health for you to the president. Where is that person? Where is that person?
Yeah.
And we don't hear. We don't hear. Isn't he now taking some post somewhere? What did he do to end that post?
Dr. Nsiasaria.
Hasn't he taken some post somewhere?
No, he's special advisor to the president of health.
Anyway, these are the things America there. Look, we need focus. We need to focus on this. We need to bring it back. We need to bring the agency. They need to come and tell us the truth. They need to be consistent in making sure that they partner with the media to be able to get this information out. And they cannot renege on their obligation to us as citizens and as a people. Look, leadership matters. When we say leadership does not matter, then we should just forget about everything and put it on autopilot. Leadership matters. and taking decision to steer us in certain direction, it matters. What happened to all this inflow of COVID money? Sika Oba system, you knew what this money was used for. And then we are having these problems. Go out and work with Asempa and other stations to get the issues out. Deal with them, work with them, partner with them, or a consistent effort. And because they don't consult, and when they come and they sit in these rooms, many of them are block-headed. They don't consult psychologists and all of these things who will tell you what is needed to be done to help change the behavior of the people. You don't bring that into focus. Neither you have made an announcement, you talk about this daily. You cannot stop communication. You cannot change behavior with just a press conference, a press release. You think that will change behavior? It is the leadership making sure that they bring funding as part of preventive health care. You have to prevent it from happening. You cannot control that the malaria and cholera, all these preventable diseases. We don't do it. We don't do what is needed to stop these things. We rather import pills and all of these things and let the pharmaceutical companies make money out of this, when if we concentrate like other countries have been able to get rid of these things, and we, so that is why our behavior towards this COVID issue, as if say one of my very best friends is so when you're COVID and I say you can't go anywhere.
Nana Enyima, let me get onto the phone lines and speak to a member of the COVID-19 task force. He's been listening in. Now, also was some quick comments to make. Let me remind you, TF1, so say more follow on social media. Say, you're in Facebook live streaming, you know, and they abruptly, because I'm told that there's a general problem with Facebook generally. Into your Facebook streaming, they're off. But fortunately for you, you can get onto YouTube and watch us live on YouTube. Inti mo anamo share on Facebook live a call off no. Mobile YouTuber, mobile timi ahwe Ekosiisen live e wo YouTube. Oko Asempa 94.7 FM on YouTube and I say Asempa Plus. We have 2 channels on YouTube. Mubiano obetimi e de ahwe ndwumadi live. Mene na no for national chairman Edema Progressive People's Party and or advocate for COVID, and the fact that was also minor because on suffer from the virus. Dr. Bernard Okoboy, a former deputy health minister and still a member of the COVID-19 task force. Doc, Akwaba to say
Obi, it has in Yakuba
fantastic.
Mamincha, Mia PP, Missina Baga, PVV chairman.
Okay.
Me, Manu, Ninkwa. I hope I got it you right.
Yeah, Ninkwa.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Now, say who will be Kakao Pesa will catch him.
Yes. Only not me, Tiemo. Maybe interrupting Kakao, but one thing I can say, it is true, the momentum, now, war communication and information dissemination, Obika say apart from Kakara, it is true, and it is accurate, or it's a good observation. We need to do more to raise the momentum, both from the ministry, from the task force, and also from all of you, our partners, Amu Media. Now, there are certain statements say clear. It has the potential to undermine all the COVID fights, from surveillance to testing to treating to recovery, rehabilitation. It can undermine. It will rubbish the whole system. A comment or a statement like said some of the deaths are deliberately not being recorded, or even in case Bakra may have thrown back. A PP chairman can say, "Me buy a doctor," with all due respect. And some of us also still go to the hospital to consult. Now, it's not fair to the system to mention a relative who is a doctor. Now, a sweeping statement. The fight cannot be perfect, especially for those who encounter the system physically. So be aware,
they are able to better point out some things we can do well or better. But once a death has been proven to be COVID related, say nipa no tested positive and say auditing at the district level, now it satisfies the condition there. It goes to the region and it comes to the national. And my cancer didn't say, Sebi, obi from malaria, I wasn't taking it seriously. But obi from malaria in the district, meeting. But obi from pregnancy related data, there were meeting and maternal mortality meeting at the district. The reason is that certain